And welcome back to the channel. In today's video, 2022 Audi Q8 with 340 horsepower coming next. Before we go any further, special thanks to Porsche Zagreb Jankomir or Porsche Interauto. I will have all their information in the description below, so if you want to check them out. And now let's go ahead and start this review. Welcome back everybody. Now, like I said in the beginning, this is 2022 Mythos black metallic Audi Q8 with 340 horsepower 3-liter petrol engine. And main competitors of this vehicle are of course German premium trio with GLE Coupe from Mercedes-Benz or BMW X6. And let me know in the comment section which one do you prefer more, and which one is your favorite from these three cars. Now, as we all know, this Q8 is actually based on a Q7, but there are some key differences which we will see later in the video. And although it's now some couple of years on the market, I still think that this looks very fresh and very aggressive, and especially in this all black. It's a very mean looking car, and it's still great looking SUV. Go ahead and check this exterior of this Audi Q8. Let's start with this huge tires and wheels. These are Continental 23-inch rims. These are beautifully gloss black rims, and of course Continental tires. These brake calipers are painted in red, and it suits very nice on this Audi Q8. Now it's crazy that we have 23-inch wheels on a family SUV, but these are now the standards. So let's go ahead and move on the side profile. Side profile is actually very SUV-like, which is again very normal. But here we have some key differences at this rear end, because this is SUV coupe, similar like GLE coupe and BMW X6. So it's a little bit more sportier than its brother, I would say, Audi Q7, on which this is based actually. Go ahead and move to the back. We have this cool LED rear lights. We will see later in the video when I turn the indicators on how cool this looks. And on this lower portion we have some type of diffuser, and also in this area we have rear parking sensors, and over here we have a camera. Now from the left we have, on the far left we have Q8 badge over here, in the center huge Audi logo, and on the right Quattro badge. Moving on the right side or the passenger side, we have fuel filler gap, and overall side profile is again similar or exactly the same as the driver's side. And one thing I didn't mention on the driver's side is this, on the side is S-Line badge, because we have S-Line exterior and S-Line interior with this Audi Q8. Now, I said the best part of exterior this Audi Q8 for the last one, and that is, from my point of view, actually the front. I mean, this front is really huge. This front grille is very big and very aggressive looking. We have front parking sensors. We also have some radars, also camera over here. But the main thing about this front end is, of course, this huge grille, but these lights. I mean, these lights are looking very sharp, very mean looking, and you will see in a couple of seconds when I turn the indicators on how cool this front end actually looks. Now let's go ahead and turn those indicators on. Check out these indicators. Now this is from the left and from the right. I will turn a little bit in the back. It's very cool, these dynamic lights. And also let's move to the rear so we can see the rear end also. So this is from the rear, also very cool looking and very modern and stylish, of course. With the end of exterior review of this Audi Q8. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this vehicle, and if you haven't already and you like this type of videos, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And now let's go ahead and check out the boot of this Audi Q8. I'm moving from the back. Let's go ahead and check the boot. And of course it's operated electronically, and it goes really high. I'm 184 centimeters and I have no problem with this door opening. And this is the boot. Now let's go ahead and check the boot practicality. In the boot, if you have, let's say, family or you're a businessman, you can easily put some luggage over here. We have some also great practicality over here. We have this parcel shell. We have on the left LED light, and also in the rear side we have some nets over here also, and some hooks also in there. Also, one great feature is that we can easily fold down these rear seats, and we can, if we have some big items, we can only put this one down and we can easily slide it through this, because this is now of course plastic cover, but normally it's metal, so it's no problem, it will not scratch or paint, so it's easy to slide heavier and bigger items. And also one cool feature over here, so because this car has air suspension, we can easily put it up or down if you have some heavier items. Now let's go ahead and check the rear seats. Before we go on the rear, we need to close this door, which is also very cool looking when it's electronically operated. Now, welcome to a rear seats of this Audi Q8, but before we review seats, let's review the rear doors. Now, opening procedure is very nice, very wide, very big doors. Also, always I like to mention when on these SUVs a door cover this door sills, which is always great thing when it's rainy outside or you have a mud, you will not get your pants dirty, which is always a great thing. Also, we have B&O upgraded premium surround system. Overall, we have here some space for maybe 1 liter bottle, maybe max. Also, we have some storage over here. And overall, the design, I would say, it's very sleek, very premium, and this material here, it's some kind of Alcantara or something like that. It's very, very nice, very posh, and I like this the most. Now let's go ahead and hop on the rear seats. Before I go and sit on these rear seats, one thing I like to mention is how easy you can just fold these seats. Again, this is of course premium SUV coupe, but it's also meant to be a practical car for the family, so Audi thought also on that. Now let's go ahead and sit on this rear seats. Now here on the rear seats, I have to mention that I put this front driver's seat on my ideal position. I am about 184 centimeters, and as you can see, I have really plenty of head. For head, I have also a couple of centimeters, but I have plenty of leg room and knee room. Just look at this. And one thing I like to mention is these are very, very nice seats. The good thing, this upper part is leather and this lower is plastic. This one is better because if you have a kids in the back or someone, it will probably in a couple of weeks hit in this area, and if you have a leather, you will crack it very, very easily. This one is much more durable and it's actually better in this type of vehicles. Also, one thing worth mentioning here, you have this net over here, which is again ideal to put some, I don't know, tablet or some papers or something like that. Now the view on the front is actually very sleek, very minimalist, but more of that when I hop in the front seats. Also, we have some air vents over here, some storage, USB ports. This center tunnel is pretty big, I would say, because this is Quattro all-wheel drive, but overall you have plenty of space, especially if you have, let's say, 2 people in the back. And one thing worth mentioning, we have this nice armrest with some cup holders over here. So overall, 2 people in the back will be more than fine in this Audi Q8. The passenger side of a rear bench, again, is similar or exactly the same as this driver side, and I just want to show you this. And now let's go ahead and hop on this passenger front seat. So these are passenger front doors. As we can see, this is one again difference between this and the Q7. In this area we don't have any cover, which is coupe like, which is very, very nice and cool looking. The doors are actually the same as in the rear. Quality is excellent overall, and this material feels very, very nice. Also, we have this speaker over here, like I said, and this cool looking S-line badge on the door sills. These are the seats. The seats have this perforated leather and they are extremely comfortable, but also very sporty. Also, these are fully electronically operated, which is again a very nice thing on this type of vehicles. And we have this cool looking S S-Line badge in the seats. Now this is the interior design, and now let's go ahead and sit on this passenger seat. Welcome to a passenger front seat of a Audi Q8. Now I have to say that you sit a little bit higher than normal, which is again normal for this type of vehicles. I have this very sleek and minimalist design. You will see later when I get on this driver seat more of this center area and the screens. But overall, yeah, I just want to show you how it's looking on this front seats of a 2022 Audi Q8. Now let's go ahead and check this driver seat. Now, driver doors, similar like the passenger. You have some buttons over here for the also door mirrors, and also you have some sets for the driver position. Sorry for the sound in the back. I'm here in the dealership, so I cannot do anything about it, but that's normal. Also, like I said, this is also fully operated electronically, and this seating position is about, for my size, I'm about 184 centimeters, which is about 6 foot if I'm right, or 6.1. And this is overall design, and let's go ahead and hop on the driver's seat. The one thing I have to point out, it's very easy to get in and out because you sit, of course, a little bit higher, so it's very, very easy to get in. View out, absolutely stunning. I mean, you sit probably above all the other people in the traffic, every other vehicles. Yeah, very cool, and also very good for your visibility. Here we have on this center console, we have some cup holders, two actually over here. Very, very cool looking automatic transmission lever. Also we have some positions here for the automatic transmission, and also electronic parking brake. Here are some buttons for start stop, and also for some driving selects. Now these two screens, I will turn it on if I can. We'll see now. Normally in Audis these show in this front screen. Yes, now you have on this front screen, you have, let's say, all things considered for the climate control. I'm not, as you know, a fan of these climate controls on the screen, but in Audi it's a good thing because it works very, very well. It's a very fast software, and also you have it separated from your multimedia. Here you have all related for your, let's say, navigation or radio or something like that. And this, like I said, lower screen is only for the climate control. Also here we have third screen, actually, sorry, which is your driving cockpit. Again, something that we saw already in most of Audis and VW group. It's looking great normally. I will try to see if I can turn this on now. No, later you will see when I open and close the door. And this is very nice looking steering wheel. Very, very sporty, very small for this type of vehicle. We have paddle shifters in the back, and overall, yeah, very sleek and minimalist design. So now this is the center infotainment screen, and also on this center armrest we have some wireless charging for your mobile phone. And this, like you can see, this armrest is very, very wide and long, so you don't have any problem for your comfort and also your passenger. I will turn this off, and overall that would be it, and it's finished with this interior review. Now let's go ahead and check the exterior once more. We are at the very end of this full in-depth review of a Audi Q8. Like I said, 3-liter petrol engine, 340 horsepower, Quattro all-wheel drive in S-Line, also exterior and interior. And this is 2022 model, and this exterior gorgeous paint is Mythos black metallic. And overall, it's I would say it's a great looking car. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this Audi. Would you spec it like this? Would you maybe choose some other color, maybe contrasting, like something, I don't know, white or silver? And once more, huge thanks to Porsche Interauto here in Zagreb, Jankomir, for making this video possible and letting me reviewing their Audi here in the dealership. And as always, thank you so much for watching and wish you all a very nice day.